Okay, here is another survey that was made about the favorite subject. Okay, let's look at the question. Okay, Maiko asked her classmates to choose their favorite subject. She made this tally chart. Okay, obviously here we cannot see that Maiko asked a specific number of her classmates. They said that she just asked her classmates. Okay, so the tally marks can exceed the number 10. Okay, in the previous surveys we saw that the question was ask 10 classmates. Okay, but here Maiko asked her classmates. Okay, there is no specific number, so the tally marks could be more than 10 because Maiko asked a random number of classmates. Okay, let's look at the question that we have related to this survey. How many more classmates chose math than reading? Okay, let me tell you a note. This means, or this represents the number 5 in the tally marks. This represent the number 5. Okay, so when I see this, I say that this is 5 plus this, so this is 5 and one more, so 6. So 6 classmates chose the subject reading. Okay, and how many chose the math subject? Here is 5, and let's count these single tally marks. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 5 plus 4 is 9. Now let's subtract because I want to know the difference or how many more classmates chose math than reading. So I'm going to subtract the number of classmates who chose math, which is 9 minus 6 is equal 3. Okay, so 3 more classmates chose math than reading. Okay, now let's move on to the last question in our session today, which is fill in the bubble next to all the sentences that describe data in the tally chart. Here is another tally chart or another survey about the favorite meal. Here are the meals and here are the tally marks. Okay, let's read each of these sentences and decide together which one of them is true and which is false. Okay, let's read the first sentence. 10 children voted for lunch. Let's look at the number of students who voted for lunch. As I said, that this represents 5. And here is another 5. So 10, so 5 plus 5 is 10. So 10 children voted for lunch. Yes, this is true. 10 children voted for lunch. So we are going to bubble next to the sentence. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. 13 children voted for breakfast. Let's look for the breakfast. 13 is 13. The 13 children voted for breakfast. Let's check together. Here is 5, as we said, and here is 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, so 13 children voted for breakfast is not true. Okay, because only 8 children voted for breakfast. So we are not going to shade in the bubble. Okay, let's move on to the third sentence. More children voted for dinner than for lunch. As we said that 10 children voted for lunch. Let's count how many children voted for dinner. Here is 5 and here is another 5. So this is 10 plus 1, 2. So the total is 12. Okay, 10, 11, and 12. So 12 students voted for dinner. In the sentence, he said that more children voted for dinner than for lunch. Obviously, yes, because more children voted for dinner than for lunch. Here the number of children is 12 and here 10. So of course 12 is more than 10. So yes, this sentence is true. More children voted for dinner than for lunch. Okay, let's move on to the last sentence. A total of 35 children voted for their favorite meal. Now, in this sentence, I can understand that he wants me to know the total number of children who voted for their favorite meals, okay? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So let's count or add the total number of each meal, okay? Here is 8, the total number of children who chose the breakfast, and the total number of children who chose lunch is 10, and the total number of children who chose dinner is 12. So let's add the 3 numbers together in order to know the total number of children, okay, who chose their favorite meal. 8 plus 10 is equal 18. And now we are going to add 18 plus 12. 8 plus 2 is 10. 0 and the 1 up. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So the total number of students who chose their favorite meal is 30. It's not 35. So this sentence is not true. Okay? So we are not going to shade in the bubble. Okay? Finally, we've reached to the end of our session. I hope you've understood everything about collecting data and the tally marks. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye-bye.